Hi, welcome back. This is Arlene once again. Sorry about the interruption with the phone, but on the back here, I don't know if I showed you this or not, but what we did is we cut on the back of the snowman to give it that 3D effect here with the what it would look like from the back. Because we're going to finish off the back, even though really this is a relief carving all the way around. I think it's similar to this one here, where I did Friends, where we did the arm going around and all that, and hat, and we did all sides of the hat. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and work on this portion here, and I'm just going to cut some more of this out. Not that it has to be a lot, but I just am going to round this off just a little bit here, if I can show you. Just to get it rounded a little bit, because I want to try to get it rounded here as well. So right here, when we go across for the tree, you know, we're gonna have like 3 or 4 tiers here. So let's do this as well. What you want to do is you want to cut this out a little bit and then we just want to kind of shave everything up to that area. You know, we're gonna have to cut everything off anyway. Slice everything off before we paint it, because it will look different if you don't. So I'm just going to go a little deeper, because we're going to round the back off and everything else. So, you know, and actually his arm will come around that a little bit. So I've got to figure this out before I show you how to do this. I just realized that I'm going to have his arm kind of tucked underneath there. So the arm is going to come around here, okay, a little bit, and then we're going to round this off and, you know, try to get some of this cut out. See how we have the arm here on the side? You don't really see it from the back, okay? We may not see it here on the back either, but I've got to think how to do that. I didn't think that through completely yet. So what we're doing, we're just chopping some more of this off here. Okay, just a little bit, and we're going to just bring this up so we have a little bit of a curvature, like a rounded tree. And what we're going to do back here too, we're going to put a line here to meet this area. I probably can do this without putting a, just like so. So technically we'll see that. In fact, when we put a line there, you can draw it on with a pencil if you like. We're just going to cut some of this out. Okay. And a little bit there. So you really can make a lot of detail in this piece. You can make as much detail as you want or as little as you want. You don't want to do the back, you don't have to. You can stop with after we round this off on either side. Okay, you can stop right there and do nothing to the back. If you want to hang it on a wall, that would be fine. But I like the idea that when you look at the back of it, you get to see like a 3D effect there as well. And would you technically call this in the round? Not really. In the round, I think it's more proportioned. So we're just going to cut that out. You want to be careful you don't chip that out there where the tree is. Alright. I'll use my other knife, it's a little longer to reach it. There we go. That's good. Sometimes if having a longer knife has its advantages. I don't like it overly long. One of my students had a super long one, knife. I think it was at least 3 inches long, and I find that a tad long. 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches is long enough for me. It all depends what you're carving and, you know, what you're using it for. So I'm going to slice that across. This isn't too bad because you're really cutting with the grain, since the grain is running from side to side. What we're working with, if you just tuned in, it's basswood, and we're doing a kind of like a relief carving in a 3D effect. So, if you haven't joined my Facebook account, please do. Just request to join. We've got about 50 people there right now, just go to Facebook and look up Carver's Wood Shop. Gene did a nice video on our blogs. I want to thank Gene for taking care of that. I didn't realize that. I didn't see it right away when I was away for a couple of days here when he had posted it, and I just saw it last night there. That's a nice, very nice tape he did there. You know, if you don't know Gene's work, by all means go to his, it's Whittler 0507 on YouTube. I have a few links on my blog, and I have, you know, Gene's pretty well known. He does a lot of projects. What we're doing is we're just going to round this off up here. We're going to take that tip off a little bit there. Yeah, we're just going to round that up. Just like so. Perfect. And if you haven't seen Gene's work, by all means go to his YouTube or his blog called The Flat Plane Carver. He has a lot of good information there. You can learn an awful lot about woods and magazines and all kinds of tips there if you want to join. Make sure you sign up for his. And you know, if you come to the I'm still carving this up, and I'm going to try to carve this off as well. We're just going to round this one corner a little bit here. It's going to be kind of an illusion, so we're just going to cut that out there, and we're going to cut this out at the top here as well. I'm just going to slur portions of that out, because that's going to be more of an illusion than the actual cutting. Alright, so our tree's coming along, okay, and we're just going to round off a few things here yet. And that one we're going to round off just a tad. But if there's a lot of information out there, folks. If you're learning to carve, or you're just into it, take advantage of it. I was telling my students yesterday at my class there, my teaching class, I was telling them if you're not, a lot of them aren't on the computer, and if you are, if you're not, get on it, because you can find so much information on any topic actually that you're interested in. Okay, so we've got that tree started, and it's looking pretty good, folks. We'll be back.